Hey, fellow hunters, guess what? After that painfully long hiatus, you know the one that felt like waiting for Gon to finally punch Hisoka in the face? The Hunter x Hunter's Dark Continent and Succession War arc is back in the spotlight. Well, it was, because Togashi gave us a glorious handful of chapters last year, then poof, off he went again. But hey, at least we got some juicy updates to sink our fangs into before we started crying ourselves to sleep again. Here's the lowdown. Our beloved Kurapika is still stuck on the Black Whale, playing babysitter to the youngest Kakin prince, Wobble. Kurapika is basically running a crash course in Nen for a bunch of bodyguards who have the combat readiness of wet napkins. Meanwhile, the Succession War itself is like a twisted, bloody chess game, and each of the 14 Kakin princes is desperately trying not to become the next headless pawn. The prince's guardian Nen Beasts? Yeah, they're still creepy, unpredictable, and about as comforting as a Lumi popping out of your closet. The biggest headache, though, might be 4th Prince Tserednish. He's basically a walking nightmare who learns Nen at breakneck speed. If he keeps this up, he might just become the human equivalent of Try Me Bro incarnate. Seriously, the guy's got future sight now. Future sight! The rest of the princes are probably wishing they'd just stayed home. But wait, there's more chaos brewing. The Black Whale isn't just a princely free-for-all. It's a floating mafia battleground. 3 mafia families, Hailey, Shiyu, and Cha-Ar, are fighting over territory like rowdy kids in a ball pit. Except the kids have guns and Nen powers, and the ball pit is a giant ship headed toward God knows where. The Phantom Troop is also on board, sniffing around for Hisoka. Yep, that clown is likely lurking somewhere. And I'm just hoping we get a rematch that makes the Heavens Arena battle look like a friendly slap fight. All this madness is still happening before we even reach the Dark Continent. Remember the Dark Continent? That mysterious, deadly landmass that makes chimera ants look like cuddly puppies? Yeah, we haven't even gotten off the boat yet. It's like Togashi is saying, you think this is bad? Just wait until we actually arrive. In short, the Succession War arc is basically the world's longest, bloodiest waiting room scene. We're stuck on this ship with a bunch of royals who want to kill each other, mafia factions who want to kill each other, and the troop who wants to kill Hisoka, who wants to, well, probably kill someone too. It's a tangled mess of intrigue, murder, and Nen insanity that's only going to get scarier when, or if, we finally set foot on the Dark Continent. Oh, and before I forget, let's address the big elephants, or rather the big no-shows, in the room. Gon, Pariston, and Ging. Starting with Gon. Our spiky-haired sunshine boy is basically off living the normal life right now. After wrapping up his showdown with the chimera ants and making amends with his dad, Gon's Nen seems to have gone kaput. He's back on Whale Island, presumably rediscovering what it means to be a regular kid who can't shoot giant Jojinkins out of his fists anymore. It's kind of nice and totally unfair that we don't get to see more of it, but hey, at least Gon's safe and not stuck in some twisted royal deathmatch. That's a win, right? Pariston, on the other hand, is still doing what he does best. Lurking in the shadows and smirking like he's got 500 secrets tucked under his tongue. Remember that sly ex-vice chairman who practically had Troll as his middle name? He's aligned himself with Beyond Netero's expedition to the Dark Continent, and you can bet he's got about 1,000,000 schemes cooking. He's like a snake playing chess, always coiling around the board, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The current hiatus leaves us guessing what Pariston's next move is. But one thing's certain, he's not the type to sit quietly when chaos is on the menu. And then there's Ging, Gon's elusive father who finally showed up. And now that he has, he's busy being, well, Ging. A genius Nen user with a brain faster than Killua's Godspeed, Ging has joined Beyond Netero as well. He's on the Black Whale too, dealing with the madness. And from what we've seen, he's not as concerned about the royal bloodbath as he is about the future expedition to the Dark Continent. Honestly, Ging's probably having the time of his life. This is exactly the sort of twisted adventure he's always dreamed about. He's making deals, showing off new Nen tricks, and stacking the odds in his favor for when they actually set foot on that dangerous new land. So, quick recap. Gon's living the peaceful off-screen dream. Pariston's lurking with suspiciously perfect hair, and Ging's on the Black Whale, wheeling and dealing like a pro gambler before a high-stakes game. Meanwhile, the Succession War on the ship rages on, and the Dark Continent still looms in the distance like a punchline Togashi's saving for later. Get comfy, fellow fans. This story's only getting weirder, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So brace yourselves. Whenever Togashi returns from his latest break, seriously, Togashi, come back. We'll trade our souls for more chapters. We'll dive deeper into this murky madness. Until then, we wait, we pray, and we try not to imagine Tserednich's smug face as he levels up again while we're all stuck in limbo.